Geologist, Vice Chancellor of Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, me, Suman Secretary of Nepalese Society of Engineering Geologists and co-convener of the first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress, heartily welcome to our chief guest, distinguished delegates, colleagues, and participants from the globe. In this reference, I'd like to get your permission to commence today's program. We remember this May 12 as the main episode of April 25, 2015 Great Gorkha earthquake. In this occasion, I'm very much delighted to express our perspective and objectives through this Congress. In Nepal, the development of geological science and its activities are especially confined and saturated in pure geological activities. In the Himalaya as well as developing countries, geologists and engineering geologists are still limited to mine and rock science. It is hard to convince governmental agencies that the engineering geologists and geotechnical engineers have vital role in managing geohazards, along with civil engineering designs such as dams, bridges, roads, mines, quarry sites, high-rise buildings, together with residential development and urban planning, water resources management, and water-related disaster, as well as waste disposal and wastewater treatment. Besides, recent massive Gorkha earthquake has also released very big problems on social and disaster risk management. Hence, we have sincerely realized that we immediately need to establish the Engineering Geological Society in Nepal in order to cope with the international society. With the initiation and kind suggestion of International Association of Engineering Geology, IAEG, we soft-minded people have established the Nepalese Society of Engineering Geology in August 2018. The society has aimed to produce lecture series from revered academicians, researchers, and professionals, and preserve the lectures in the form of video lecture material and upload on the website of the society. Proceeding, the society has aimed to provide necessary scientific and technical training as well as support programs in national and international societies. With these understandings, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of Nepal, Himalayan Conservation Group, and our society have planned to conduct its first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress on the major theme engineering geology and geotechnics for developing countries. The main aim of this Congress is to unite all geoengineers, civil engineers, city-urban planners, engineering geologists, geoscientists, disaster experts, social welfare researchers, and professionals in a single platform to share and give exact solutions to the global society through transferring knowledge and skills from highland mountain to lowland low-lying areas and vice versa. In this occasion, we are very much privileged with the International Association of Lowland Technology, IALT, who have strongly supported, announced, and declared during International Symposium of Lowland Technology, ISLT, held in Hanoi, Vietnam in September 2018, and strongly collaborated with us. We are very much indebted with the Executive President of IALT, Professor Nobu Mishima. Now, with the immense support from international partners, the Congress is blessed with the world's revered academicians, professors, engineers, scientists, and disaster experts, with representing 14 countries, including Nepal. Our objective is to hold regular series of international congress with your valuable suggestions and kind cooperations in the future. Briefing these aims and objectives now, I'd like to move towards the main ceremony of today's program. So I'd like to call our respected dignitaries on the dais. So in this reference, first of all, I'd like to call ceremony chair, convener and founder president of Nepalese Society of Engineering Geologists, Dr. Ranjan Kumar Dahal. And now I would like to call our respected honorable chief guest, Vice Chancellor of Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, Dr. Sunil Babu Shrestha. Similarly, I would like to call our special guest, world's top ground improvement and geosynthetic and highly revered geotechnical professor, Professor Emeritus from Asian Institute of Technology, Thailand, Professor Dennis T. Bargado, on the dais. Similarly, I would like to call our special guest, Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Design from Kagawa University and former President of Japan Society of Engineering Geology and member of Working Committee, Geopark Network of Japan, Professor Dr. Sueiji Hasegawa. Proceeding, our special guest, Director General of Department of Mines and Geology, Government of Nepal, Dr. Somnath Sapkota, I would like to call on the dais. I would like to request our special guest, Under Secretary, Mr. Ved Nidhi Khanal, NEOC, Chief, Government of Nepal, Minister of Home Affairs, Government of Nepal, to take the seat on the dais. Our special guest, Executive President of International Association of Lowland Technology, IALT, and esteemed city urban planner, Professor Dr. Nobu Mishima on the dais. Similarly, I would like to call our another special guest, Assistant Dean, Department of Civil Engineering and Architecture, Faculty of Science and Engineering, Saga University, and Editor-in-Chief of Lowland Technology International Journal, Professor Dr. Takenori Hino. I would like to call our special guest, Head of Department of Civil Engineering and Architecture, Faculty of Science and Engineering, Saga University, and World's Pioneer Geotechnical Engineering Professor, Professor Dr. Jinchun Chai on the dais. Dignitaries on the dais, I'd like to welcome all of you, and then please take your one seat on your seats in front of us and on your seats. Let's start our national anthem. Thank you very much. We would like to have a welcome speech from Dr. Kumudras Kafle, co-convener of HEGC-1.
Mr. Chairperson of the program, the Chief Guest, Vice Chancellor of the Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, distinguished international delegates, colleagues from Nepal and abroad, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I am very sure that all the geoscientists and engineers in this hall are feeling very honored that the Vice Chancellor of the NAST, Dr. Sunil Babu Shrestha, is going to inaugurate this first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress. It is our great pleasure that the very first time we are conducting Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress, it so happens to be on the lap of the Himalaya. The major objective of the society is upgrade the engineering geology through research, survey, investigation, exchanging view and perspective with national or international experts, and by promoting other scientific activities with some of the new techniques. We are gathered here today to pursue these very objectives. More than 140 participants from 14 countries are participating in this Congress. I will present their research findings about various topics in engineering geology. More than 40 international participants from Austria, Bangladesh, China, Czech Republic, Hong Kong, Japan, Malaysia, India, Thailand, Taiwan, Pakistan, UK, and the host country Nepal are participating in this congress. I am very sure that the exchange of knowledge among geoscientists from different parts of the world will be very beneficial to all of us. We shall spend a total of 6 days in the congress. As a pre-congress excursion, the participants observed World Heritage Site in the capital city of Kathmandu, including reconstruction activities that are taking place to deal with the aftermath of the 2015 Gorga earthquake. We hope it was both a pleasant and learning experience for the participants. Likewise, our national and international participants are going to observe engineering geology and geodisaster and their mitigation practice in the Prithvi Highway of Nepal. We will also visit very beautiful city Pokhara and observe scenic Annapurna range in the north as a post-congress excursion. In Pokhara, participants will also get observed geomorphology, geohazards, geotechnical issues of Pokhara Valley, and they will also be witnessing grand signature of Himalayan landscape in the Seti River basin. It is a common knowledge that Nepal is famous worldwide for the beauty of the Himalayan range, but among the engineers and geoscientists, it is now equally famous for the low-cost construction practice. When visiting Prithvi Highway on the way to Pokhara, participants will observe low-cost mitigation measures and problems associated with the mitigation practice. The exciting visit to increasing the interesting disaster location and their low-cost mitigation measures will motivate all participants to come closer into intense discussion in the field itself. This we believe will result in innovative ideas and common understanding of the natural disaster and their mitigation measures in the Himalaya. I welcome all of you to the Congress and look forward to your active participation in the Congress. Once again, thank you very much for your kind support and cooperation. Thank you.
Dr. Sunil Babu says to inaugurate this ceremony.
Speakers, respected colleagues and friends, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Send greetings from the lowlands of Bangkok and come to these highlands of Nepal. Indeed, we are privileged and honored to gather here today and participate in this inaugural first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress. The succeeding conferences will not be as memorable as this. Hence, all of you must treasure this moment in your lifetime. This event unites multidisciplinary colleagues, including academics, engineers, geologists, representatives from public and private sectors, to share our experiences and expertise. What an exciting coincidence that we have this conference in this beautiful Himalayan country of Nepal, which is experiencing recent geological upheavals. The Himalayan mountain range is geologically active. It has been formed by collision of continental plates many million years ago. And it has been forecasted that it is still moving every year. So inasmuch as we enjoy the beauty of this outstanding Himalayan mountain range, we also face the reality of the occurrence of geo-disasters, earthquakes, landslides, flooding, tsunamis, and others. And as co-chair of the Asian Technical Committee 1, which deals with geodisasters due to climate change, we have been conducting seminars on these topics all around Asia. Hence, we gathered here for a few days, sharing and exchanging ideas to offer solutions to this unpredictable onslaught of natural disasters. In closing, and with much respect, we give credits to the valuable contributions of the speakers and for the participants and for the organizers who work hard for the success of this Congress. I know this kind of hard work. I've been organizing a lot of conferences in Bangkok, and it's really quite hard work. Thank you very much for your kind participation and kind invitation. Thank you.
I'd like to call Professor Dr. Nobu Mishima to give his valuable speech.
It is my great pleasure and honor for me to attend this great conference. First Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress 2019. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of International Association of Lowland Technology, I would like to express appreciation and congratulations to this Congress for all of you as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very great chances for us to have interchanges and also collaboration for the future. So I think that when I came here in Nepal, I found also a great, beautiful landscape and people and so on. That we have a great chances to have collaborations. So this Congress will give us great chances as well. So now we have climate change and disasters and world changes, and so that we have to discuss about these problems, and we should find solutions for the future. So this Congress should give us good knowledges and technologies and so on. So therefore, I would like to have great discussions all together. So when we have discussions with Dr. Suman in Vietnam, when we have an international conference on lowland technology, he told us to have a great collaborations also between lowland and highland. It should be a kind of a world great technologies and also future collaborations in the world. So I hope that we should progress this collaborations for the future as well. So thank you very much for your attending and to this event. And I hope that we have great collaboration. Thank you very much.
I am glad to know that the Nepalese Society of Engineering Geologists is in collaboration with its partner is organizing, including Home Ministry, is organizing the first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress with the theme Engineering Geology and Geotechnics for Developing Countries. I take this opportunity to thank the organizer to give me the chance to speak few words about the congress, about the seminar. And this society is very new. It has only it has not celebrated 1 year of its establishment, and organizing such a great event is a very, very big task. So this is only possible because of the very good spirit team, and I hope this team with the leadership of Dr. Ranjan is possible because he is very dynamic team leader. So I want to congratulate him and his team to organize this workshop. And Nepal government put forward the slogan called Prosperous Nepal and Happy Nepal. So to maintain this goal, to go for this, we need to build our infrastructure safer. To make the safer infrastructure, we need to have the input for engineering geologists. Till now, engineering geologist topics and these things are not very much amalgamated with the Nepalese infrastructure builders, because engineering geologists, either engineer or geologist, they don't talk together. So they talk separate for this engineering geologist. So this after this seminar, we will have more collective effort to make this engineering geologist topics more valuable in future. And one thing, Nepal has recently started to teach the engineering geologist courses in the university. Still, they are not well demanded, and there is no such a way that we can take them in the government also. So we have to work on that also. I hope this session will give some way forward for them also. And now Nepal has entered in a economic era, prosperity era, and we are going to make many infrastructures. Now after the 2015 work update, we are still reconstructing all these infrastructures. So now people are more aware than before. Even government, provincial government, local government, and community, even a household level, people are asking whether I am in a safer place or not. People are now, awareness of the people is going to increase. To address this issue, we need to involve many engineering geologists to answer this question of the people. So I hope the discussion and deliberation of this workshop will bring some fruitful result in this issue also. And today is the biggest attraction of the day of the biggest exercise of 2015 Gorkha earthquake. So this workshop is very timely and very relevant because people might forget now after 4 years, people started to forget what was the earthquake in 2015. So this workshop is giving the waking call for them also. So this morning also we had a 5.1 earthquake in Daily. Western Nepal was shocked this morning. So with this saying, I wish great success of this workshop. Thank you very much.
I'm Shucha Segawa, the former president of Japan Society of Engineering Geology. It's my great honor to deliver a congratulations speech at the first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress organized by the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of Nepal, Himalaya Conservation Group, and Nepalese Society of Engineering Geologists. On behalf of the Japan Society of Engineering Geology, I would like to express sincere gratitude, congratulations on foundation of Nepalese Society of Engineering Geologists and hosting the first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress. I also praise Dr. Ranjan Kumar Dahal, the founder and president of Nepalese Society of Engineering Geologists, for his distinguished achievement of not only in engineering geology, but also cooperation with social and disaster risk management sector. As far as I know, this is the first international congress whose main aim to unite the all geoscientists, geoengineers, civil engineers, city and urban planners, engineering geologists, geoscientists, disaster experts, social welfare researchers, and professionals in a single platform to share and give exact solution to global society. The Himalaya is the most challenging field on the earth. I strongly expect that this Congress would be a memorial milestone in the history of Himalayan engineering geology and geotechnical studies, disaster risk management, and sustainable development. I would like to express my sincere gratitude for everyone who has been engaged in the first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress. God bless Nepal. Thank you.
गृह मन्त्रालय समेतको तत्त्वावधानमा यो प्रथम कङ्ग्रेस गर्न पाउँदा खुसी लागेको छ। म गृह मन्त्रालयको तर्फबाट यहाँ उपस्थित सम्पूर्ण महानुभावहरूलाई हार्दिक बधाई र उपस्थितिको लागि धन्यवाद समेत ज्ञापन गर्न चाहन्छु। यहाँहरूलाई थाहा छ हामीहरू अहिले पोलिसीमा एउटा एराबाट अर्को एरामा प्रवेश गरेका छौँ। प्याराडाइम सिफ्ट भएको छ। पहिले हामी रेस्पोन्स अप्रोचमा थियौँ, अहिले हामी डिजास्टर म्यानेजमेन्टको टोटल साइकल कभर गर्छौँ, ऐन, नियम, नीति र कार्यनीतिबाट। अनि हाम्रो देश जति सुन्दर छ, भौगोलिक रूपमा जति सुन्दर छ, त्यति नै जोखिम पनि छ। त्यसैले यो सोसाइटी एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण छ र यसले देखिने किसिमको काम गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने हामीलाई लागेको छ। हाम्रो वर्किङ अप्रोच पनि चेन्ज भएको छ। पहिले हामी गभर्नमेन्ट, होल अफ गभर्नमेन्ट भन्थ्यौँ, अब हामी होल अफ सोसाइटी भन्छौँ। प्राइभेट सेक्टर, सोसियल वर्कर्स, एभ्रीबडी हामीहरूले यहाँ समावेश गरेका छौँ हाम्रो नीति, ऐन, कानुनमा। तर हामी कहाँ अनुसन्धानको कमी छ। हामी छिमेकी देशहरू र अरू यस्तै देशहरूको ले गरेका अनुसन्धानहरूलाई आधार मानेर हामीले यहाँ कार्यक्रमहरू सञ्चालन गर्छौँ र ती कार्यक्रमहरूले हाम्रो वास्तविक धरातल नछुँदा कहिले खोजिएको नतिजा प्राप्त भइ नरहेको स्थिति चाहिँ छ। भर्खरै हामीले रिस्क असेसमेन्ट गर्ने भनेर रिस्क एटलस बनाउनुपर्छ भनेर प्रयास अगाडि सारेका छौँ, तर त्यसको मेथोडोलोजी के हुन्छ र त्यसको टुल्सहरू के हुन्छ र त्यो कमनली संसारभर कसरी कम्पेरेबल हुन्छ त्यो हामीलाई समस्या परिरहेको छ। त्यस विषयमा यो सोसाइटीले एउटा आधार र एउटा बाटो देखाउन सक्छ भन्ने हामीलाई लाग्छ। हामीले डिजास्टर एन्ड इन्फर्मेसन म्यानेजमेन्ट सिस्टमको ब्रोडर एप्रोचबाट यो डेटाहरूलाई पनि त्यहाँ इन्कर्पोरेट गरेर हामी अगाडि बढ्न खोजिरहेका छौँ। यस्ता कार्यक्रमहरू यो पहिलो प्रयास हो र यस्ता कार्यक्रमहरूले सिकाइको आदान प्रदान र नयाँ कार्यदिशा तय गर्नलाई हामीलाई सहयोग पुर्याउँछ। हामी विकासशील राष्ट्रमा 2-3 वर्ष पछाडि प्रवेश गर्ने र 2030 सम्ममा हामी मध्यम आय भएका राष्ट्रहरूमा स्तर उन्नति हुने हाम्रो लक्ष्य छ। त्यसमा यी कार्यक्रमहरू आधार हुन् भन्ने लाग्छ। कार्यक्रमले निकालेको निष्कर्ष सरकारी र गैर सरकारी क्षेत्रको आगामी कार्यदिशालाई निर्धारण गर्नलाई पृष्ठपोषक बन्न सकोस् भन्ने हाम्रो अपेक्षा छ र त्यसको लागि यहाँ सम्पूर्ण देशबाट पाल्नुभएका विद्वान वैज्ञानिक जगतलाई अनुरोध पनि छ। विदेशबाट पाल्नुभएका महानुभावहरूको यहाँको बसाइ सुखद रहोस्। यो कार्यक्रम संयोजन गर्ने संस्थालाई बधाई पनि छ, धन्यवाद पनि छ र आगामी दिनहरूमा हाम्रा सहयात्रा र सहकार्यहरू जारी रहन् भन्दै मेरो यो छोटो भनाइ यहीँ टुङ्ग्याउँछु। धन्यवाद।
Now I would like to call our honorable chief guest, Dr. Sunil Babu Srestha, to deliver his auspicious speech.
Dr. Ranjan Kumar Dahal, dignitaries and guests, distinguished keynote speakers, participants of this Congress, media personnel, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you all a very good morning and namaste. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting me in this important Congress and providing me this opportunity to deliver some speech on the behalf of the NAST, Nepal Academy of Science and Technology of Nepal. I represent the Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, NAST, which is the FX institutions of the country to look after the promotions and development of science and technology and innovation in Nepal. It was established in 1982 and strengthened with the Parliamentary Act in 1992. The mandate for our academy ranges from the science popularization to the innovative research for the common cause of social transformations and overall prosperity. In recent years, the NAST has been carrying out the different research activities related to the geology of our region, most of which are related to the disaster risk reduction. Fragile geology of the Himalayan region makes us vulnerable to many natural disasters such as the earthquake and landslides. NAST has been actively engaged in an innovative research on earthquake damping technology and the testing of earthquake early warning system. Similarly, we have been demonstrating the crack sealing techniques for reducing the risks of the landslides in the mountainous regions with the support from the professors and the students of the Nepal University. As our latest initiative, we are trying to publish the landslide vulnerability map of Nepal. I am extremely delighted to see that most of the keynote speakers in this event are from other countries. And this shows the interest of the foreign experts in our Himalayan geology and show that the experts from the Nepal will have ample opportunities to exchange their expertise and the knowledge with those foreign experts. Nepal needs to develop its physical infrastructures rapidly to increase its agenda for rapid development of the country. For this, one must be aware of the fragile geology and its possible consequences from the engineering point of view. Therefore, in order to ensure the safety of our infrastructures and the structure in the long run, we must produce more experts in the field of engineering geology. I hope the young participants from Nepal in this Congress will be further motivated to pursue this career in this field. Ever since I have been joined the NAST as a Vice Chancellor, I have been emphasizing on the partnership with the different professional societies and the research institutes and the groups for any initiatives and that ensures the science for the society and innovation for prosperity. I strongly believe that the output of this Congress also contributes for utilizing the scientific knowledge for building the safer society. I hope the deliberations and the comprehensive discussions during this Congress will bring out an implementable resolutions to make our country more robust in terms of the disaster resilience. I, on the behalf of the NAST, promise you to be together with you in your future endeavors. Finally, I wish every success of this Congress and the happy stay of our foreign delegates in our beautiful country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Sunil Babu Shrestha, for his auspicious speech. So I'd like to call our convener, Dr. Ranjan Kumar Dahal, to express his vote of thanks.
Chief Guest, Dr. Sunil Babu Shrestha, Vice Chancellor, Nepal Academy of Science and Technology. Special guests seated on dais, distinguished delegates and colleagues, media personnel, ladies and gentlemen. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks to this memorable occasion of first Himalayan Engineering Geological Congress, HEGC-1. Let me first of all start by giving glory to all participants here in the hall for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, I thank our Chief Guest, Dr. Sunil Babu Shrestha, Vice Chancellor, Nepal Academy of Science and Technology, who, despite his busy schedule, has found time to inaugurate this occasion. And I also express my heartfelt thanks to all distinguished special guests on dais who has helped us a lot to make this program a grand success. We are grateful to Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of Nepal for being organizer of this Congress and encouraging all the time for grand success. Able guidance of Ministry of Home Affairs has always encouraged us. I thank all well-wishers for support, vision, guidance, and commitments. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the national and international partners for support to make this program successful. I thank our main sponsor, Nakakuri India, and International Organization of Migration for their valuable support. I would like to thank our sponsors, Tremor Susbaltin, Geotech Solutions International, Explorer Geophysical Consultant, Manifold Consult, GS Consortium, New Technical Waterproofing and Rehabilitation, and Sonapur Cement and Oil Private Limited. Without their support, we could not make huge discount to the student participant in the Congress. My heartfelt thanks to university faculties of Tiruvallur University, Kathmandu University, and Pokhara University for their valuable contribution, guidance, and encouragement in all our efforts. My sincere thanks to Department of Electricity Development for its generous support and sending many sponsored participants for the Congress. I owe special gratitude to the staffs of Himalayan Conservation Group who have worked hard to ensure that this Congress becomes a memorable success. I thank all the distinguished invitees present here accepting our invitation for this inaugural session. I thank all the media persons for evincing interest in covering the event and all good hearts who work behind the screen. Please enjoy this 2 days long Congress and excursion and interact with each other. This platform is the best venue for all the young geoscientists and engineers to elaborate your knowledge. You have old renowned professors and scientists next to your seat. Finally, I leave you this inspiring quote by Benjamin Franklin: "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." Once again, I thank you all for your kind attention. With this, I also conclude that the inaugural session is over. Thank you very much.